Hello there. This is Rev Lorena, the old sage from Celestial Time. I'm coming to you today. This is part of my ministry. This is a message that I received as a download the other night, and I felt that it was a good idea to share it with you. So without further ado, I'll get into the message. I wrote it down so that I would be able to remember it as well as possible. It said in its slightly male booming voice, you only have one job to do, and that's to realize that you are an immortal soul. You are infinite spirit. You are having a human experience. You are not your body, but you empower your body. It is your vehicle through this incarnation. Your body will get old and worn out just like the car that you drive. It is up to you to keep it as well maintained as possible. You can use your intuition to help you know what it needs to keep you healthy. You can use your intuition while in your body to help you understand what direction to take your vehicle to complete the quest you set up for this lifetime. You set this quest up from your highest good as a soul. You have the help of many guides and masters to help you along your way. You use your intuitive processes to receive messages from them. You may not always be able to avoid accidents because you may have set some up as challenges to learn from, but you can steer the best path through them as possible by using your inner guidance and the principles of love and acceptance. Your intuition will otherwise keep you safe and well protected. Okay, and that's what I got in the download. And I add to that, I'll use my hunches or divine guidance not to park my car in the way of another vehicle or in harm's way so it'd get hit, or I wouldn't, drive it down the street. My intuition will say, don't go that way. And I'll go like, okay, I listen. I don't go that way. And then later on, I find out that if I'd have taken that turn down that road or street, I'd run into a pile up or a backup or some not delightful thing, I also try not to eat or drink things that will harm my vehicle any more than I would put water in the tank of a Ferrari, okay, or any other vehicle I happen to have. I'll call myself a Ferrari, I don't mind. Okay. I came into this life with a mission, but my first and foremost mission is to wake up and realize that I'm an immortal soul and that I came into this life with a mission, okay? So many people, what's my purpose? What's my purpose? Well, you know your purpose. You just have to quiet yourself down, look at your circumstances in your life, and you'll be able to tell what challenges are there, and therefore what your purposes are as far as overcoming them. Because we all have challenges to overcome. We all have opportunities to move to our highest place and our highest good. Yours may be simply to wake up and know who you are, because the more people wake up and realize that they're far more than this physical vehicle that they're housed in at this time, the more that the collective soul group that we are all in rises to a new height, rises to a new awareness, rises to that new beautiful world that everybody's been talking about. Our biblical literature talks about it, many other things, about the golden age of understanding and brotherhood. We're moving into the Aquarian age. That's the brotherhood of man. So, we'll move into it one way or the other, because that's the projection of the equinoxes. Your own personal experience can be the hardest or the easiest. It's pretty much up to you how you choose to perceive and accept these new lights, these new energies that are swirling around the planet now. Physics will tell you that the light's getting faster, time is speeding up. If you look deep enough, it's even found by physics. Everyone sets up their challenges before they're born, and we set up a challenge to live through this time of the quickening or the awakening. So do your part, wake the heck up, okay? We go through overcoming obstacles and having adventures, and we set up this game board, and then we choose their supporting actors, and then we dive into the challenge. That's my book, Four Simple Truths. Later on, I'm going to be doing the next half of the first truth in a video, but right now it's about this. This is my weekly ministry, shall we say, okay? One of the biggest challenges we face as a species is the human body itself. It can become addicted to substances and circumstances and emotional highs and lows. The only way to overcome these challenges is by remembering who we are, okay? It is the power of our soul self that can overcome any addictions, restrictions that the body gets into. One day we will die, and usually we also program in our existence, our exit, okay? We have our way out planned just as much as our way in, okay? So let's do it with grace and style, or we can go kicking and screaming. Personally, I used to say I'm going to go kicking and screaming, sliding in. Well, I've already slid in. I've had an amazing life. And I now realize that kicking and screaming isn't the answer. Acceptance and love is the answer to just about every experience. Okay. Every now and then, it's part of the challenge to rise up and say no more. Because if you're on the other side of the coin and just, lay down and surrender to everything, that's not playing the game, that's giving up, So we all know deep within us what needs to happen, what we need to do. Some challenges are meant to be experienced. Ask yourself what you're learning right now and in your own personal life. Look around, see where your conditions are, what you like about them, what you don't like about them, and ask yourself why you attracted them, why you set them up, and what is there to learn from them. And if you would like to change them, ask yourself what you wanted to learn from them, because you're not going to change your circumstances until you learn what you came to learn from them. So rather than fighting against the wind, turn around and face the light, face the sunlight, and sit quietly. And I know I keep saying sit quietly. It's very hard to do when you're up to your ass in alligators. But of course, being up to your ass in alligators is hard to do too, So since you've got there, take a minute and just calm yourself enough, if possible. Count backwards, do whatever. Get away from it for a minute, whatever challenges are coming your way or whatever you happen to find yourself in. And just be in the present moment. Know, like you know, that you are an infinite spirit. I'm an infinite spirit. We're in this together. We're all one great big large oversoul. And we're all having individual experiences. I pray that yours are the best. I want to pray with spirit. I don't want to pray to spirit. I am part of divine source, just like you are. So I choose to align myself with my highest and best good, and I choose that for you as well. With that, I'm going to say goodbye. I'll see you again with the next half of the first chapter of The Four Simple Truths. If you'd like to find that book, it's on Amazon. It's very inexpensive. It's a very short little book. I also have other books out. I have Duality is the Illusion, which is one of my first book. It's actually a training book and teaching book. It teaches a very down-to-earth, matter-of-fact approach to opening up to your spiritual self. It's not all roses and sunshine and lovely sayings. I get to the place where you understand in your daily life how to live a more fulfilling life if you'll go through that class. It's a beginning class for Science of Mind. It's not an accredited class for Science of Mind. It is a class that helps you whether you want to learn Science of Mind or not. Okay. The next one is what is it? It's I always trip up because I wanted to name it something else, but then I ended up naming it Reunions in the Afterlife. And it's a book about somebody that passes away. It's a love story, really. I put everything that I know about the other side of life that I've gotten intuitively and otherwise into a love story about twin flames as they meet on the other side in their adventures, going into another side and then choosing the next incarnation and where it is and what it is. And I'll just leave you with that. And the last one is Down and Dirty Tarot But that one is if you would like to become a professional reader. That's a good book because it's got a lot of ethics as well as a lot of how-to. Set at your table and own your own space, and etc. And then the last little book is Four Simple Truths, which was another download, but it was a kind of different. I had to sit down to my computer, and I sat down at 2:30 in the afternoon. I didn't get up until 4:30 the following morning. Time just was irrelevant, and I had this all down, and I tried to keep it as close to what I brought through as possible, but channeled material doesn't always have the syntax correct and the grammar correct. So I tried to fix it, but still keep it as authentic as possible. And that's the one that we're doing classes out of, and I will probably do that again tonight or tomorrow evening. I'll sign on and I'll do that, and you can download them, save them, however that you'd like to do. Give me a subscribe, a like, and a shout, or any comments that you might have. You can comment, and I will try my best to answer your questions. So until then, take care. Bye now.